Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In my video today, I am going to look at matrix multiplication. Okay, so before we actually go ahead and multiply matrices, I am going to look at the concept of matrix multiplication being defined or not. Okay, so only if matrix multiplication is defined, we can go ahead and multiply matrices. Okay, so let's consider two matrices, A. Okay, we always represent it with an uppercase letter. Let's have elements 1, 2, 4, 0, 6, 5, and another matrix B, 3, 0, 5. Okay, so got two matrices. Okay, now if you remember the concept of order of a matrix, or size of a matrix, or dimension of a matrix, what that tells us is the number of rows times the number of columns. How many rows and columns does a matrix have? That's how we get the order of a matrix. So here we've got 1, 2, and 3 rows and 2 columns. So that's a 3 by 2 matrix, or the order is 3 by 2. For matrix B, we've got 1, 2, 3 rows and 1 column. So it's a 3 by 1 matrix. Now, if you observe here, the 2 there and the 3. So what does the 2 mean? 2 is the number of columns of the first matrix. 3 is the number of rows of the second matrix. If the number of columns of the second matrix do not match the number of rows of the second matrix, that means matrix multiplication is not defined. So we cannot multiply A and B. Okay, so let's take an example. Hey guys, so now I am going to take an example where matrix multiplication is possible. So matrix A is going to be 2, 4, 0, 5. So that is a 2 by 2 matrix. Let's take matrix B as 5, 0, 3, 7, 1, and 2. Now this is a 2 rows, 3 columns, so 2 by 3 matrix. So as you can check, the number of columns of the first matrix matches the number of rows of the second matrix. So therefore, the resultant matrix is going to be a 2 by 3 matrix. So we're looking at 6 elements in that matrix. To multiply matrices, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the row 1 elements and multiply by column 1 of the second matrix, and row 1 again times column 2, row 1 column 3, and next I'm going to take row 2 column 1, row 2 column 2, and row 3 column 3. So that's the pattern we're looking at. Okay, so let's start multiplying A and B. So start with 2 times 5, so that 2 times 5, and then there's a plus between them, plus 4 times 0. So 2 times 5 plus 4 times 0, that's our first element. Second element, 2 times 3 plus 4 times 7. Next, 2 times 1 plus 4 times 2. So first 3 elements done. Now use row 2. 0 times 5 plus 5 times 0. 0 times 3 plus 5 times 7. 0 times 1 plus 5 times 2. Okay, so we've got all our elements, and finally let's evaluate. Also, something you might want to check, are these numbers aligned here? That really helps us understand that we perform the correct matrix multiplication. Okay, so let's evaluate this. 2 times 5 is 10, plus 4 times 0 is 0, 2 times 3 is 6, plus 4 times 7 is 28, 2 times 1 is 2, plus 4 times 2 is 8. That's a 0 and 0, 0 plus 35, 0 plus 10. I hope I have not made any errors. Okay, 10 plus 0 is 10. 28 plus 6 should be 34. 2 and 8 should be 10. That should be 0. Should be 35. That should be 10 again. Okay. So that is our matrix AB, and you can see that the number of rows is 2, number of columns is 3, so that's a 2 by 3 matrix. That's it, guys. I hope you have understood matrix multiplication. In my next video, I would like to talk about determinants of a matrix and maybe inverses of matrix. Thank you, everyone. Hope you have a nice day. Bye-bye.